I won't stop my agitation for Biafra.
Let I follow you.
I believe in my people, and I believe that the Igbos have a right to live Nigeria peacefully. Nobody can stop me from agitating for Biafra. Now, the Kanu made this statement. Today I'm in court. Now, I'm Biafran evangelist. We've seen, for example, what Dele Farotimi said. If you are releasing repentant Boko Håram, I will show you the picture. Over 30,000 people have been released. Repentant Boko Håram. But why are you holding IPOB? What do you have to say? Nnamdi Kanu is not backing down. He said that he's going to fight for Biafra. What do you have to say?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching us from. I remember our apostle, that Biafran evangelist. Let me tell you the concrete truth. Dele Farotimi have said it, and which is the truth. People commit crime, another person suffer for it. Over 200,000 Boko Haram have been released. They are working freely, and over 1,000 or over 100 and something thousand of them have been included in Nigerian military. In the name of their have been for the repented word Boko Haram. But when it comes to IPOB, they call IPOB the terrorists. And these people have never been tagged the terrorists. I mean the Boko Haram and the herdsmen. They have never for one day been tagged terrorists. But the IPOB are the people that they tag terrorists. And in respect of Nnamdi Kanu, who commit no such thing, is now being detained and being held for many years now in detention, suffering as a result of what the hatred which Nigeria has against the Igbo man and Igbophobia. Now it's appearing in the court. Good and fine if you appear. We are going to hear what they have to say or the allegation that they will use as to go against him. In the court of law, I want to see. Because Nigeria, all the allegations that Nigeria you have leveled against him, he have conquered Nigeria, even conquered the man that kidnapped him.
Kidnapper arrested him.
Kidnapped. And all the things they are presenting or they are bringing before Nnamdi Kanu, he said it and he proved it to them. And politically and constitutionally, self-determination is not a crime, it's not a sin.
Now,
it's what is standard, that is what play. And it must be unconditional.
I'm an evangelist. My former governor said, as far as the Kanu, leave the government so that you them may want to deal. Let me your ideology.
Yes. Your slave, servant, or a slave big man. In the back of Genesis 9, no self-opportunity. Now, reject opportunity because that it should become the house of God, he will become a rich man. So, man, the Biafra position, Nigeria may even give him and deny him to. See, let me tell you, the kind of unnoticed of that if they need them go down and to play many of the Korochas today.
Is a question? Yes.
And go down.
Yes, Mr.
That's the thing today. And dumb. The Igbo man, Nnamdi Biafra, so they gave him. What is the appointment of Nigeria with him? Doesn't have a such debt. Are you appointment that are old that belongs to me? That belongs to Kanu. Biafra is Nnamdi Kanu, and Nnamdi Kanu is Biafra. Biafra is a country of Nnamdi Kanu, a wisdom and ideology of Nnamdi Kanu that started from the grandfather. The grandfather doom. What?
No, I wanted to ask you. I'm in Igbo land or is it South? Who is it Dim Juku? Newi, Nigeria President Nnamdi.
More accepted, preferred, respectable. Who is Ezekiel? President, ceremonial president, a president. Go and check never a ceremonial president. Moreover, it was the one who put us where we are, and they saying Islamic establishment Nigeria. That is to bring and he uses Nigeria if you follow this country today. One election, the flag they came from the hands of and give it to a Yoruba man Nigeria. And tell me that and he is the one that Nigeria in 2022 from him. But now, let us say, the chairman told the Igbos now, time for all of you to embrace it so that they have a chance for Nigeria. Umar, governor of Kano, so that the Igbos see the APC. I tell you, we don't need APC. So Kano, it is for us to be a slave area. We cannot just where Utuku is standing. Cannot just stand where someone else. Cannot just stand where this man. Our is can it? This plan is to use and done. It's one and done. We have quality, we have credible. No, like who is in the whole side? How many people can address? How many you even local one of them can now say now they standing. Now they can't or someone else. Who is they are that betrayed themselves out of me. The APC and it's also nowadays. Where APC we don't need Nigeria. Now we have an example. We are seeing APC. Do not anything like APC. The thing that they are doing. This is a now, but I'm giving an example. No, we've seen leaders now. They'll be embracing people and the leader. Before the Igbos knows that. I'm talking about the confess. See, when I was at the age, went through to a match. Today, most of them call him the other because most of them are him that came today is now crying and also forgive that not the one that is committing the atrocities that was then who he refused to tell us who are to expose the full now Nigerian government evangelist looking at the fact this is an that governors now to have been intentions to build mosques, sending people to make people are saying new the Igbo man that Igbo president are setting on that religion. Excuse me. Igbo man and I'm not even Igbo man. And the Igbo man come to rule Nigeria, Biafra will to 27. It doesn't start at the Biafra. I today. Now I have knowledge and now for what conference Igbos still hear what on Saturday, Sunday, Friday. During the week, do you know what happened? In Agbata was go serious from the beginning, I said that the Yorubas have made the worst mistake ever in their life. Number one mistake was the mistake of accepting Islam as their religion. Number two mistake in Oyo State is the mistake of welcoming Sharia as another constitution practicing, as a Sharia in their state. Now listen to me. The Fulanis are using this as a target to target the Yoruba and to conquer Yorubas and to occupy Yoruba and to take over the Yoruba land. The Fulani, see, let me tell you, look at what is happening in Kwara. Look at what is happening everywhere. And this is something that the Biafrans, the Igbo saw. And the Igbo said, no way. Let me tell you, not because of the seaport, not because of the airport, not because of other development. We are not sounding this because of that. We are sounding it because they don't have that human treaty with the other humans. How do I mean? We the Igbos said no to the Fulanis because we don't have the same mental structure, because we don't have the same mental reasoning, because we don't have the same mental like mind on this. That is why we don't want them. Not because of not giving us a seaport, not because not having an international airport, but because of this mindset of their Islamization that they have as their primary goal over Nigeria.
In the next few minutes,
Igbos also want to include themselves in that kind of foolish things. Now listen, the 100 Boko Haram in a gun battle, and after the gun battle, they finally caught them. Now that they caught them, where are they? They were taken to the police, of which after the police, the next thing is to do what? To free them again, to return them back to the society, and they will continue to cause havoc. You see why we don't need them? Because in our own place, no mercy. No mercy, no second chance. Every chance that they did, they should stay in their place. If they need first and second chance and they want to continue, the atrocities, let them remain in their place. But the Yoruba are thinking, because they believe that if they are benefiting from the government, that after the Fulanis, they are the one that will rule. And no problem, you people should face it and suffer it.
In a few minutes time, I will allow you and my viewers to see the video of the arrested Boko Haram members in Oyo State by the Amotekun. In the next few minutes, I would like to see the video. Biafran evangelists, what is the way forward for? You are an Igbo man, but for the Yoruba people now, at least you can speak Yoruba, and you have stayed long enough in Yoruba land. What's the way forward? How do they find a way to tame these people that are coming into Yoruba land?
See, listen to me and listen good. Yorubas have their own for their body, and it's not me that will tell Yorubas what to do. They are the one that will decide on what to do. But I am speaking in the axis of my people, in my own side. You understand? One told me that you no go leave east to come from our place. When they tell us, one have told me. You understand? So if Yorubas like, let them copy from the Igbos. Let them remove the mentality of we are the next to benefit. After all, Igbos are the one being marginalized. After all, the current president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, during his campaign in Ekiti, he said that Yorubas are not slaves. Who is a slave then? What does that statement mean? And who is he referring as a slave in this country? You see, all these things are the mentality of the Yorubas. Many Yorubas have it in their minds. You see, so if Yorubas really want to cover up this thing or to stop it, let them copy from the Igbos, and let them, if at all, from the onset, Igbos are being the people that is standing against these people. But Yorubas are going against Igbos, colliding with them. One Nigeria, for this, let's continue to marginalize and to humanize the Igbos. No problem. Hausa man is threatening a hope, Mr. President. Hausa man have threatened Mr. President again. The other time that if he did not change the tax reform, there will be war. They are threatening in different ways and nothing happened to them. They are still working freely. But look at Igbo man. If Igbo man is speaking now, the next thing, Lagos State will rise, Yorubas will rise, the whole Nigeria will rise against Igbo man. Look at what happened during 2023 election. That Nigeria, Igbo man said in person of Chief Kinsley, my brother, the truth remains that Nigeria is a country that hate the truth, and they hate the Igbos, and they hate the Christians. Because imagine a country whereby terrorists rented a hotel and they call them hunters. They rented a hotel, a place where they will stay, organize and arrange on how they will carry out their evil activities in terms of kidnapping, of movement, how to move to kidnap, to rape, to kill, and to destroy farm crops, and to enter villages and vandalize villages and people's home. And you call them what? Hunters.
Let me bring this angle. Because even as we stand, there is the other time when the American government will release list of terrorism sponsors from Nigeria. All the list we saw there is those who are sponsoring Boko Haram. We never saw anything that looks like Biafra sponsorship. And
because our hands are clean. We are the saints of the Lord. The new generation, the peculiar people, the choosing of Almighty God. Our hand doesn't, can never be involved in anything called criminalism. Go and check the word of God from the foundation. We have never been involved in anything criminality. Our hand is always pure because the hand of the Lord is upon us and is always pure and clear upon every Biafran man, like me, as you can confirm. You understand? So go and checkmate somebody like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the great leader ever emerged in the history of Nigeria and will remain ever emerged in the history of Africa.
Okay, now
look at what is happening. The hand of the Lord was mightily rested upon him. And that is why Nigeria have been trying everything in order to buy the man. God will say no.
Okay, now let me bring this angle because we understand that the other time when Biafrans from all over the world gathered in Latin Finland for the declaration of Biafra, it was not under the watchful eye of international media. And nobody was handed, nobody was arrested. It got to show that perhaps the world, UN, European Union, Interpol, do not see IPOB the way Nigerian government see them.
Of course, they did not see them because they know that what they were doing or what they did on that very day was a normal thing. There is no crime in it because all these nations today that have country of their own went through it. You understand? Even Finland, the country of which we use, went through it. Even in exile, they got their independence in exile. Remember, under Russia. You get it? So what we did that very day was purely constitutional, EU chartered, UN chartered, all over the world. You understand? So you see why they give us that audience, they give us that free hand, they give us everything, that backup. Go ahead and do what you are doing because it's not. If IPOB is actually a terrorist, will British giving us asylum? Would they give us asylum?
But
no.
If I may bring this angle, what do you think would have accounted for foreign bodies, foreign individuals standing into this struggle by way of lobbying for Biafra in Washington, D.C., in different parts of the world?
Yes. When the time is right, everything falls in place. Like I said, and I still repeat it again, Biafra is what? Is a spirit. And this is the time for Biafra to stand. When it is time for Pharaoh to let the children of Israel go, Pharaoh have no choice. A lot of signs took place in the land of Egypt, which Pharaoh refused. At the point that Pharaoh began to lose their first child in the book of Exodus chapter 12. You understand? When
so Pharaoh learned in a hard way.
In a hard way. And if care is not taken, Nigeria will learn it in a hard way. Yes, and that is what you are saying now. The international, the people that are matters, are now coming, involving themselves in this matter, trying to tell you that these people, you tag them terrorists, and we have done our thorough investigation, even go to their leaders that you accuse. We have checkmated their record. There was no criminal case in their record. Oyibo valued, a clean sheet. It's only in Nigeria you see a drug leader become president, a prisoner becoming president. You see a criminal becoming senator. It's only in Nigeria. Even when we know that, we will still prefer them to be there. You understand? But you can't play it.
We understand that in Nigeria, there was a time when people were saying, if a particular person, even if it's a Labour bid, that they will vote for him. That was Buhari then.
That is the thing. No? And now is it, when Buhari came into power, do you know what made Buhari and many Nigerians you know, throw their card towards Buhari. You know, in 16 years of PDP, we were like, you know, PDP have ruled 16 years. They are not doing well. Let's try another party. Remember the slogan that they came with, change, change, change. That slogan entered into the memory of many Nigerians. We were like, let's test another party. And you know, as at that time, the Buhari happened to be one of the Northerners who they believe that he has a clean hand, who have not soiled his hand. Do you understand? So you see where the thing now like, oh, let's champion this one. Okay. Unknowingly to us. So.
Now let me bring this angle. What do you think will be the mode in the southeast, in Biafra land, the day Nnamdi Kanu, or rather Samuel we greet the air of freedom?
Let me tell you this, especially Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Any day, Mazen, and that is the fear of Nigeria. That any day there is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, anything he said is automatically will stand. And they are afraid for a man of that kind of heart. They don't know what he may likely come out and declare or say.
So his word is injunction in the...
His word is fine now.
It's an injunction.
Straight ahead. Straight ahead. And people, the Biafrans are ready to pay to follow it up and get what we want, because he's speaking our mind. And likewise, as Simon Ekpa, you know, Sidious Musa said, there is a little piece now that the man has been arrested. A little bit because the Fulani have gotten an access, easy free access, you know, to be buying the Eastern and the Christians in Nigeria, especially the eastern part of Nigeria. That's why he said they have their freedom now. Because unlike when Simon Ekpan was there, you know, and that's just it. So releasing them and freedom is like automatically giving us that freedom of Biafra.